Canada. The second largest country in the world is home to some of the most picturesque locales. From mountains, wildlife, islands, vast seas, and even a desert, Canada has it all. If you're planning on traveling and want to taste a bit of everything, book the next flight to Canada. Without further ado, let's take a look at our favorite places to visit in this magical country. First up is Winnipeg, Manitoba. The capital of the province of Manitoba, Winnipeg is a city with a rich history. Home to many Indigenous tribes, Winnipeg was the hub of trade and economic diversity back in the day. If you're interested in the Inuit history, the Winnipeg Art Gallery and Manitoba Museum are the places to go. 6,000 years of history come together at the union of the Assiniboine and Red Rivers, referred to as the Forks. The multicultural food is just an added bonus. If you're looking for a relaxing weekend, soak your worries in the soothing thermal pools at the Thermea by Nordic Spa. Next we have St. John, New Brunswick. If beaches are your thing, the province of New Brunswick should be your next destination. St. John is one of the most visited cities in the province. The walkability and special accommodations for tourists is what brings throngs of people from all over to get a taste of authentic seafood while sunbathing at some of the most scenic coastlines. St. John City Market is one of the oldest and most visited farmers markets in the country. Fresh organic produce, meats of all kinds, and authentic coffee pulls in a large number of tourists every year. Ever heard of Nanya Business? Bread lovers, this gem is at the heart of the market waiting for you. Now for Haida Gwaii, British Columbia. This heavenly archipelago off the west coast is known for its exclusivity. Being a UNESCO World Heritage Site, only a limited number of tourists are allowed to visit each year. Referred to as the Canadian Galapagos, this mythical land is home to a huge number of plant and animal species, some of which are almost rare. The slow-paced life of the islands, the tranquility, and the wilderness is an experience of a lifetime. The gemstone jewelry and mineral specimens make great souvenirs to take home for yourself and your loved ones. Continuing on to Fogo Island, the largest and most visited island off the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Fogo Island is a must visit. The beautiful coastline is not the only attraction of this location. The forests, one-of-a-kind architecture, brilliant cuisine, and hospitable people make sure you remember the experience. Want to know what it feels like to be at the corner of the earth? Brimstone Head is a massive rock lying off the coastline that gives the illusion that if you're not careful enough, you might just fall off the face of the earth. Get that Instagram-worthy picture, but be very careful. Next up is Victoria, British Columbia. The City of Gardens calls on travelers who want a more relaxed and laid-back adventure. The color palette of the city and Victorian architecture will have you whipping out your camera at every corner. Residents of Victoria take pride in their flower count and maintain it every year, just as they should. The city's Chinatown is the oldest in Canada, bringing with huge crowds. Another attraction of the city is the Fantan Alley, the narrowest street in Canada, a mere 4 feet wide at its smallest point. And now, on to Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia. This breathtaking community just off the shore of St. Margaret's Bay is a part of the province of Nova Scotia. The iconic Peggy's Cove Lighthouse is one of its main tourist attractions. The red and white color scheme of the lighthouse makes it pretty hard to miss. The Lighthouse Trail is one of the most scenic drives in the world. The serenity of village life, with the sound of Atlantic waves crashing against massive boulders, is music for the soul. Next we have Cape Breton Island. Another one of the gems of Nova Scotia is Cape Breton Island. With lush green scenery on one side and deep blue seawater on the other, roll your windows down and enjoy the wind in your hair as the smell of the ocean lights up your senses. From whale watching, fishing, kayaking, and boat tours, the island offers a wide variety of coastal adventures. The Scottish influences in the culture of the area enriches the experience even further. And now for Whistler. This quaint town in British Columbia should be at the top of your list if snowy adventures are your thing. It's often dubbed as the most famous ski resort in all of North America, Like most places in Canada, Whistler is famous for its Indigenous ancestry. This epic resort never runs out of snow-filled fun and games. Skiing, snowboarding, tobogganing, ice skating, Whistler has it all. If you think this town would be a bore in summer, you got another thought coming. Get ready to witness gorgeous terrains and experience hiking, fishing, and mountain biking at the heart of the Coast Mountains. Moving on to Okanagan Valley. This wine capital of British Columbia is your picture-perfect summer destination. Canada is known for its freezing temperatures. A lot of the tourists are often discouraged by the harsh cold. If you're one of them, this beautiful region is here to fulfill all your summer getaway dreams. So pull that summer dress out and get going. Lush green fruit orchards, vineyards, and lavender fields complement the clear skies. At the heart of this valley lies the lovely little city of Penticton. With an exceptionally small population, this is a place where you can get the full Okanagan experience. From wine tastings to farmers markets and bike trails, this place would make you want to get an early retirement because you would never want to leave. Up next is Saskatoon. Saskatoon is a city in the south of the province of Saskatchewan. The word Saskatoon means a place of many berries, and rightly so. The Saskatoon berry is a delicacy that is served as a part of many desserts and dishes in the city. The city is also known for its 8 bridges that frame the Saskatchewan River. The festivities of Saskatoon are what make the place a tourist attraction. The 10 days jazz festival held at the Delta Bessero Hotel is a particular favorite of the locals and outsiders alike. And now on to Isles de la Madeleine. Another famous archipelago located in Quebec is deserving of this high ranking owing to its striking beauty. White sand beaches contrasting with brick red stones are extremely soothing to look at. Isles de la Madeleine, also known as Magdalen Islands, is nothing short of a wonder of nature. The islands are known for their wide variety of cheeses. The famed La Fromagerie cheese is a Magdalen Island delicacy that you wouldn't want to miss out on. Next we have Niagara Falls. No matter what part of the world you belong to, at one point in time, we've all had the famous Niagara Falls on our bucket list. A trip to Canada would not be complete without this wonder of the world. So for our 4th contender, we have the famous Ontarian landmark. A visit to this place is nothing short of a spiritual experience. The cascading waters creates an almost mystic environment. If it's your lucky day, you might be able to catch a glimpse of a beautiful rainbow peeping out of the clouds above the falls. And now for Toronto. This metropolitan city seems like a pretty obvious choice, right? But most tourists often overlook the city and fail to explore it as it deserves to be explored. We don't want to make that mistake. Kensington's Market in central Toronto is one of the best spots in the city. It is a multicultural neighborhood where you can be anything but bored. Trendy cafes and bars and chic bakeries of the area make for great places to get the full Toronto experience. For the Sherlock Holmes fans, Toronto has a relatively undiscovered spot called the Arthur Conan Doyle Room. This is the place for all you bibliophiles and those with a knack for detective work. Finally, we have Banff, Alberta. At the top of our list is one of the most sought-after destinations in the world. Banff National Park, Alberta is one of the most famous places in Canada, and rightly so. Enveloped by the Rocky Mountain Range, this piece of heaven is home to some of the most surreal sceneries. The hot springs offers a soothing escape from the stresses of daily life, that too with a lovely view. The national park has been preserved with great care by the Canadian government. Museums offer an insight to the rich history of the region. The snow-capped peaks that surround the resort have become a site for activities like skiing and snowboarding. The peace and tranquility of a place make it a hot favorite among the tourists and locals alike. During peak season, it might be difficult to get reservations, so don't forget to plan ahead of time. That's a wrap for this video. Which place interests you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.